What's going on, everyone? People of YouTube, people who are in recovery and whatnot. So just moved to a new town. It's kind of like out in the country, really. I mean, it's a small town. You know, it's got like a little bit of everything and shit. But anyways, so I decided to go for a run. Haven't done a run in like quite some time and whatnot. And my goal was to run a mile again because I haven't ran a mile in a long time. Because before I became complacent when I moved to this new town, damn man, I don't know how good the light is, but before I came to this new town, I used to run about a mile and a half to like 3 miles sometimes. But when I moved to this new town, I really didn't know what to do in this town. Also was kind of like hurting for money and shit. But eventually once when I got a job and whatnot, but I mean like I'm still waiting for my first paycheck. But like, so when I went for my run, I noticed there was a trail. I went across the street and I, kind of head towards the direction I was heading towards. And I stumbled upon a trail. Couldn't find out it was a bicycle trail, but still, but now I'm on a different trail. And when I got here, I became very complacent. I really wasn't doing anything with myself. Eventually, I became very fucking depressed. I started losing muscle mass. I stopped working out and whatnot. And then I basically kind of made excuses that my job gets in the way, shit. And then when I stopped becoming complacent and then basically start doing something with myself, gave myself a hobby, and then I hop on this trail and shit, it's just like, holy shit, I haven't been out in the fucking country in a very long time, So in a way, it kind of like, it feels real peaceful. I mean, like, fuck, man. Like for instance, there's a fucking rabbit ahead of me, man. I can't remember the last time I seen a fucking rabbit, bro. Like, it's fucking crazy. And like, to be able to get away from society and being able to be out in nature and stuff, like, it's actually kind of amazing. Like, even though, like, in small towns like this, it seems like there's nothing really to do. There actually really is shit to do. It's just you gotta go out and look for it. Kind of just like go out and venture, explore and shit, and then find something to do. So like right now, I'm on this fucking trail. I ran about like a mile and a half, nonstop, and then went on a trail, ran that, and then I hopped on this trail. Now I'm just kind of walking it, just kind of taking it easy, letting my legs rest and shit. And like, I mean, for crying out loud, like, look at this shit, man. Like, that shit's peaceful, bro. Look at these trees and shit. I mean, like, yeah, there isn't any leaves on them, but just wait until fucking this shit starts blooming. And like, it gets real green. Like, this shit's gonna be peaceful and beautiful, man. Like, I could see this being like my sense of like meditation, man. Like being out here in nature. Like, even though if I go that way, I don't know, like maybe a half a mile, there's a like a major road that heads into town. But like, it's crazy because like in this town, you got like a little bit like of the small city like, and then you got the countryside. And to be honest with you, it's like fucking absolutely amazing. I'm not trying to get too deep in the details and like saying it's a fucking spiritual awakening and shit, but like in a way, it's kind of like a sense of peace, because that's what this really all matters, Because like being in the battle of drug addiction and shit and whatnot, and using fucking, uppers and downers and shit like that, and fucking poisoning my brain, killing my liver, my body, my inside, I'm fucking like destroying my temple, man. But the thing is like trying to find that like that center of peace again, like trying to find that hope, of like, what is my purpose, man? Like, I gotta find a purpose in life. So like my main thing right now is being able to do shit that's gonna better me in a way, whether if it's educational, whether if it's physical, whether if it's mental, spiritual shit, anything, man. Anything that can better me, is gonna help me in the long run. You know, it's gonna help me learn things. It's gonna help me to be more intellectual and be more open-minded and spiritual about things. You know, and this is what I want. You know, I mean, what works for someone or what works for me may not work for someone else, but it's the thought that matters. It's the thought of being able to get out and not be so depressed. I mean, even though it's a foggy day, look, a fucking deer. It's a fucking, I think it's a doe. I haven't seen a deer in so long. Probably scared it. It's probably laying down. There's another deer too. I see two of them. There's another deer out there. I don't know if this is like public hunting ground. But I know like back in the day, my dad and I, we used to go to a place like out towards Hudson and shit. And they had hunting grounds and shit because it was state property. But like, its ears are popped up. And it's trying to like hear me and shit. Like I grew up in the countryside. And then I moved to the city and became a city person. And like, to be honest with you, it's like almost trying to tap back into my roots again. You know, I forgot where I came from and shit. Became arrogant. Like, this fucking deer is just staring at me. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it and shit. But, I mean, it is the front camera. But, he's just standing there. There's another deer there, too, I think. It looks like it. I can't tell. But, I think he snorted. Or grunt, or whatever it's called. I think bucks grunt. But I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've been hunting for deer and shit. But like, that thing is just staring, like, he's just staring me down. Just like, this guy's standing ridiculously still, right? But anyways, the entire like point of this video is to, you know, be open, be spiritual about shit, get out and venture. Don't be complacent. Don't be stagnant, man. No one wants to be stagnant and sit in just one spot forever. And then eventually we pick up and use again. Because that's the entire point of being in recovery, is being able to find things that we like and hobbies and shit. Because during our time in addiction, we used. And that was our lifestyle. And we did everything for drugs. We did everything for alcohol. And then once we become clean, and we get off the dope, we get off the coke, we get off the weed, we get off the alcohol, we can't become complacent again. We got to do something for ourselves. Something that's really going to help us and that's going to enjoy us in the long run. And that we can enjoy it too. We just got to find that center of peace. We got to gravitate towards it. We just got to be at peace. You got to live life on life's terms. And a lot of people ask, well, is living on life on life's terms? It's not fucking up anymore. It's doing the right next thing for yourself. Eventually it's going to be a big impact on not just you, but also the people around you. But anyways, I gotta stop this video. Alright, y'all take care, alright? One love.